Hello, soul family. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. I meant to be doing a video, a handful of them, on Sunday and Monday. And I was going to do a live stream on Monday because that was one of Hekates' days, when she's known to go around with her hounds and collect the new initiates that will be following her, and also to collect the souls of her children. And it was wild. So part of the ritual that I was going to be giving you guys on that day was a protection rite, basically, to protect your animals. I was going to give you a ritual with Hecate for if you have dogs, and then I was going to give you a ritual with Sekhmet and Bastet if you had cats. But unfortunately, we had a tragedy happen on Monday, so I was unable to do the live stream because I was at the animal hospital all night. So basically what had happened was, my girlfriend's personal cat, it was like her best friend, Penelope, had on, I believe, Saturday, she had ate a little piece of ham, and the ham upset her stomach and she puked it up. And it was actually the first time she had ever puked before. She had just turned 1 year old on Halloween, of all days, Samhain. So she ate that piece of ham and got sick. And so the next couple of days, she was feeling a little under the weather, and she was just basically wanting to be in our laps like 24/7. She always wanted to be like right up on us. And on Monday rolled around, and I was actually, I had stayed at my house on Saturday, and my girlfriend came to pick me back up to bring me over on Monday. She was wanting me to actually do Reiki on Penelope because she seemed like she was really just not feeling well. So by the time we had got back to her place on Monday evening, poor Penelope was screaming at the top of her lungs. We had never heard her scream like this before. And also, we noticed that she couldn't walk. So we immediately picked her up and took her immediately to the emergency vet. That was all night because it was late at night. And when we got there, we were there for a few hours. The vet finally comes in and basically tells us that our cat has a rare genetic disorder, and she basically had a bad heart, and she had what's called a saddle thrombosis, where both of the main arteries going into the heart will have a lot of plaque buildup, and it will clot or whatever, and then they'll do something that'll dislodge the clot, and it'll get lodged within their body somewhere. And what had happened was the clot had dislodged in her back legs, and so she couldn't walk, and she was in extreme pain. And she was suffering pretty bad. But my girlfriend decided to do the right thing and to put her at peace, because the vet pretty much had told us there was little to nothing they could do. They could keep her alive for a few months, but it would cost thousands of dollars, and she would basically be in agony, and she wouldn't even be able to come home with us all the time. She would only be able to come home if she had even improved, and the rest of the time she would be sitting in an intensive care type setting where she has around the clock supervision. But the reason I want to make this video anyways is partially in remembrance of Penelope, but also I want to speak about a handful of synchronicities that had happened, that the universe was kind of preparing us for this and we didn't see it coming. It's wild how everything happens. So we, for the past like week and a half, I hadn't been feeling very well, just energetically, and I just felt funky. I didn't know what it was. But my girlfriend also had multiple spouts where she got extremely emotional and just had crying spells, and she had no idea why. She was really confused as to why she was having these emotional outbursts, and even to the point that she thought that where we had just had her birth control implant removed, and even to the point to where she thought that maybe where she had switched over from the birth control implant to the birth control pills, that she thought that maybe something had happened in the time being in between, and that she had maybe got pregnant or something. But she really... How you doing? How you doing, sir? Doing well? But she had, of course she wasn't pregnant, and I think we have more neighbors coming over, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go inside. That way I can finish this. But they had I lost train of thought. Oh yeah. So she thought she was pregnant or something, and we didn't, she wasn't. And then also, we kept having the synchronicity of the numbers. We get synchronicities all the time, 333, 444, 1111, and stuff. But we kept getting 322 for like 2 weeks straight. I mean, it was everywhere. It was on license plates. It was on the shows that we were watching. It was on the phone. We kept looking down and seeing the phone at that number and stuff. And it was insane because 322 is a number associated with skull and bones. Skull and bones. Death, skull and bones. So we'd literally been having these synchronicities for weeks, and we just didn't see it coming. And the emotions, it was like her intuition and my intuition just basically telling us to prepare emotionally. And we didn't understand it at the time, but now we do. And after she passed away, we set up an altar in here for her, and with the box that she was in, because we ended up taking her to Renee's house, which is basically like her adopted mother, and Clinch's house, like her adopted father here in town. And we ended up putting her in a garden around a hummingbird bush and hummingbird feeders and stuff, where all the hummingbirds come, because Penelope really loved the little hummingbird feeder out here, and when the hummingbirds would come up, they really excited her, and she loved to sit and watch them. But the crazy part is, my girlfriend had actually, about a month and a half ago, we had bought a bunch of different like painting supplies and stuff like that, and she bought this little canvas that was like a pre-stenciled canvas, so the canvas had like a few words on it and some flowers and stuff like that. And the place that we had buried, because when we went over there, I went ahead and did the process of burying her. And when we buried her, we're putting perennials in the area that she is, so that there'll be flowers to grow year round. And it's wild, because once we got back to the house, she found that thing when she was going through some of Penelope's stuff. She had set it underneath her work desk, and it said, "You are with the wildflowers now." And that just like hit us emotionally big time, because she is where the wildflowers are, and she's a part of the universe again. It's a beautiful thing. But that just blew our mind, because she bought that months before, and it had no sentimental or emotional value then, and something just told her not to paint it yet. Like, she just got sidetracked and started working on other, like, original paintings and stuff that she had did, and then this happens, and it's just like it was meant for her to wait. Oh, whoops. But basically, I found it just profound, and it literally brought me to tears thinking about the fact that Penelope ended up passing away on Hecate's day, when Hecate does her rounds and collects souls and collects new initiates. It was just very spiritually profound that Penelope passed away on that day, because most people know Hecate as being associated with her hellhounds and dogs, but actually she's associated with cats as well, and serpents and toads and dragons and handful owls, handful of other animals. But yeah, she's definitely has cats as one of her animals, and it was just really beautiful how it landed like that. Even though it was so sad and tragic that she was gone, it was comforting to both my girlfriend and I that she went on Hecate's day, when Hecate could come gather her soul and take her with her. And would you look at that, spraying the sky in front of the sun. But like I said, I was going to do this video about rituals for protection. I will make another one. I'm going to give it some time for us to both heal from this process, but I'll definitely make that video eventually. But for this one, we definitely did some rituals with Hecate, Sekhmet, and Bastet for her that night, and we used the little makeshift coffin that they gave us with her body in it as an altar for the rituals, and basically asked them all to protect and guide her spirit into the afterlife. You know, the Egyptians, they revered cats. They even mummified their cats with them, and had so they could take them into the afterlife. So they definitely saw that they had souls and that they were deeply connected to spirituality. But it's really sad that she's gone, but I'm grateful that we both have an understanding of that, the fact that death is necessary for life to exist, and that she's basically one with the universe again. And you know, she'll her energy will be recycled into another life of sorts, and I'm sure she'll come back and she'll help somebody else as much as she helped Michaela. But yeah, I just want to make this video. I'll make another one, like I said, about the rituals for protection and stuff over your animals. But I just want to make this one in remembrance to Penelope. And anybody out there, if y'all have any pets that go, you know how close they are, man. They become like family, and they are family, you know. But yeah, I just want to explain why I hadn't made any videos recently, and also just to explain the profound experience that we had with this, synchronistically and everything. It was rather beautiful. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day today. I love you all, and I'll definitely talk to you guys later. Peace.